Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Question. Are you one of those people who wake up every morning and log on to social media just looking for something to be mad about? Family, I'm really starting to think that that is a thing. Because how else do you explain people being so negative about the most minute things, the most inconsequential things? I mean, the most trivial things. There's a guy named Keith Lee. Keith is a good guy. Keith is a food critic. Keith is a philanthropist. He goes around giving money to black restaurants. Who would have thought? Somebody like Keith would have to defend himself against black people, of all people. We always talk about support black business, support black business, support black business. Here we have a guy whose life is devoted to supporting black business. And this is the thanks he gets. He was at the BET Awards, and Taraji P. Henson told someone to give him a rose. Everything looked to be, all in fun, and he was sitting next to his wife. Taraji apparently didn't know who he was because they had told him and his wife to switch seats. They do these seat switching at award shows, depending on, who's getting up on stage next and that type of thing. They want to make sure that the seats are always filled so that when somebody is going up on stage to get an award or somebody leaves the area, whatever, that it won't look empty, right? So Taraji is reading the what do you call that thing? The teleprompter. She obviously don't know who he is. She's just reading the teleprompter, and she says his name and all these type of things. And people just got mad at Keith Lee because Keith Lee dropped his rose on the floor afterwards. And they're like, who the hell does he think he is, dropping a rose that Taraji P. Henson gave him? I mean, that's Taraji P. Henson. He's just a TikToker. And they also took a picture of his wife, a still shot where his wife is kind of looking, crazy, implying that she didn't like Taraji. And you know how it is, fam, man. You can catch somebody off guard and we all gonna look crazy, right? In any event, people just going in on Keith Lee saying he's doing too much and all of these type of things. Keith Lee explained to the people that he dropped the rose because he didn't feel that the rose was his. He said that, he's a big fan of Taraji P. Henson. Taraji did nothing wrong. He blamed everything on the production. He said it seemed like they were going kind of fast and they seemed a little rushed. They didn't know what they really were doing, and they put her in a bad situation. They put him and his wife in a bad situation. But Taraji did nothing wrong, and he wasn't mad at Taraji. But people just couldn't let it slide. They just had to go in on him. Wait a minute. Let me stop for a moment, just to make sure. Family, did I mention Keith Lee was a good guy? Keith Lee is necessary. The dude is one of the most principled guys that I don't know. I just watch how he moves, and he moves solid. I like that. He seems to be everything that we say we need in a black man. Responsible, intentional, a loving father, a loving husband, a loving family man, a builder, not a destroyer. And he drops a rose and now he's canceled? Wow. This reminds me of any time that I drop a video that people who follow the channel don't like, and they say, I'm done with him. I'm unsubscribing. Like, I'll drop 1,000 videos in a row, literally, because I got over 6,000 videos. I'm closing in on 7,000 videos. I can drop 7,000, I can drop 1,000 videos, so 7,000 videos, and drop one video that they disagree with. And it's, I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Yeah, he been tripping lately. This is why I don't get too up and I don't get too down on the comments. And I never believe in my own press clippings. I learned that way back, because life is like a roller coaster. You got your peaks and your valleys, you got your ups and your downs. And when you get up, you can't get too up. You can't get so up that you lose sight of reality. You know, a lot of times people get up and they take on an air of invincibility. That can get you in trouble. That can get you in a lot of trouble. When they get too down, they become depressed. And sometimes the first thing a person wants to do is self-destruct. Start taking drugs, start drinking alcohol, start being disrespectful, careless. They sometimes no longer want to live. So I just try to keep the balance. And this is what has allowed me to be able to maintain and sustain for so long, where I've seen people come and go. When I say I've seen them come and go, fam, I've seen them come and go. I can tell just by a person's attitude. It doesn't matter what they do. I can tell by a person's attitude where they're gonna be at in a few years, 5 years or so, even sometimes, yeah. I can tell this when people come into the music industry, they're trying to get in the game. I can tell by their work ethic and their attitude if they're gonna make it or not. Oftentimes, the person who is less talented will exceed the person who has more talent because they out-hustle them and they got a better attitude. So I've seen them come and I've seen them go. And this is why I don't chase nothing. I don't chase no bags. I don't get caught up in when somebody has a brighter light on them than I have on me. I don't worry about it, because as Keith Lee said in that video, what's mine, what's gonna be for me, gonna be for me. What's gonna be for me, gonna be for me. What's for you, is gonna be for you. So this is why I don't get caught up in that type of thing. Everybody got their time to shine. Everybody got their moment. And you'll have your moment. Just keep on doing what you're doing, keep on shining, and boom, next thing you know, you're gonna have your moment. But all good things must come to an end. So in the spirit of that, I'm done with this topic. But what say you? Drop a comment, family. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.